In the northern part of the Gaza Strip, an IDF armored group crossed the border near the Erez crossing. According to some reports, Hamas militants used underground tunnels and attacked the enemy from the rear. To the northeast, Israeli soldiers succeeded in advancing along the Mediterranean coast. Footage of an Israeli flag being raised on a house confirmed at least a successful sortie in this area. South of Gaza, an Israeli tank reached the Salah al-Din road connecting the north and south of the region. According to Arab media, Hamas militants regained control of a section of the highway as a result of a counterattack. At the same time, the IDF continued its massive strikes on the territory of the Gaza Strip. Footage of dozens of destroyed civilian facilities in both the northern and southern parts of the enclave was circulating online. Trucks carrying humanitarian aid to the Gaza Strip continue to pass through the Rafah crossing. Over the past 3 days, 70 vehicles have crossed the border, and the Israeli authorities have promised to speed up inspections of the trucks. Palestinian groups struck IDF positions and facilities in localities bordering the enclave. Zikim, Sderot, Kisufim, Mivtahim, Nirim, and Kibbutz Nir Oz came under fire. Beersheva was also hit by heavy shelling. Residential buildings were damaged. In addition, one of the shells landed near the town of Dimona, not far from the country's largest nuclear research center. Hamas militants fired a series of missiles at Tel Aviv and nearby population centers. Most of the missiles were intercepted by air defense units, but the rest of them damaged civilian objects and injured 3 civilians. Mutual exchanges of fire between the IDF and Hezbollah fighters continue along the Lebanese-Israeli border. The group fired at the positions of Israeli troops, who in turn fired back into the wooded areas. In the West Bank, the most violent unrest took place in Tulkarm and Jenin. The security forces used armored vehicles and aircraft to quell the discontent, while radicals responded with a series of terrorist attacks. In addition, mass detentions of protesters and individuals suspected of having links to Hamas continued in the region. Several dozen people were arrested, including the president of the Student Council of the An-Najah National University. Fighters of the Yemeni Shiite Ansar Allah movement again attempted to launch a missile attack on southern Israel. Air defenses intercepted the missile over the Red Sea, preventing damage. The Israeli Air Force again struck targets in the Syrian Arab Republic from the direction of the Golan Heights. Iranian arms depots and a gas station in the towns of Nawa and Daraa came under fire.